Hello, good. Oh God, the screen's changed again. Oh, I'm having problems with this camera. Hope you're all well. Close up. Happy Friday. Looking forward to tonight's build. We're going to be doing Spitfire issue 60 and 61 tonight. So as normal, I'm going to introduce my guests and then we'll go from there. So first, we've got Mark's Mods.
Oh, sorry. Didn't think I'd be first. Yeah, welcome. I'm standing in for Geordie Dave tonight, who's unfortunately working. So he asked me earlier if I could step in. So I'll be doing what Geordie Dave normally does.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Mark, for stepping in at short notice. And Dave's Hobbies.
Hello, and I'll be doing what I normally do. Yeah, good evening, Horlicks and Mark. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much for asking me. And yeah, we're looking forward to a fun-filled, action-packed, another episode of Build the Spitfire. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, lovely. And I'm glad you've come back out from behind the sofa. I hope you weren't behind there too long last night.
Oh, I'll tell you what,
quite a big build.
It did make me knees there, being on the floor that length of time behind the sofa, I can tell you.
It's just a base now, Dave. There's no Terminator involved.
Oh, no.
No. No, it's funny.
I have to go like this, I do. Has it finished yet?
But yeah, no, so we're going to do 60 and 61, as I say, and yeah, it should be a good build. So let's go through some comments and
okay. So Gold Star goes to Dave Mack tonight. Good evening, Eagle Squadron. 50 plus bandits are on the way. Get to your kites, lads, and give the Hun what for. Good luck with your build tonight, Horlicks.
Lovely, thank you, Dave.
Evening, Dave. And then we've got build with Adrian. Good evening, everyone. Evening, Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
So Silver goes to Adrian. And then Bronze goes to Warren James. Hi, all. Hi, Warren.
Hi, Warren.
And then we've got Dave's Hobbies. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, everyone. Hi, love.
Hello, Julian.
Right, see if I can get this right. So we've got Crafting with Orchid. And I think that's Juho.
It probably means hello.
I think it means like yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo. Yeah.
Hello.
Crafting with Orchid. Hello.
I was saying to Dave earlier, that's the first ever time I've seen a picture of Orchid.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone. Hi, Dano.
Hi, Dano.
Hi, Dano.
And then we've got Fleetwood J. Good evening, all. Hope everyone is well, and good luck with your build, Horlicks.
Hi, Fleetwood J.
Evening, Fleetwood.
Hi, Fleetwood. Really well, thanks, and thank you.
And would it be a Spitfire live stream without P40F20? I say, just chuffed to have you with us today, Squiffy. The lads are very keen to be flying with you today. Chain home reports, Hun cabbage crates are on their way. Good hunting, sir.
Hello, P40F20.
Hello, people.
And then P40F20, to your kites, chap, the game's afoot.
Right.
And then I've got P40F20 again. Welcome, Group Captain Say, so good of you to join us.
Thank you very much, sir.
And then got Crafty Chris. Evening, everyone. Looks like we're in for another fun-filled stream tonight.
We certainly are, darling. Yeah.
And we've got Laurel Tally on Facebook saying, love minis, saying hi, gang.
Hello, love minis.
Hello, love minis.
I love minis. And then we've got Fleetwood J. Chris has to be bribe Dave out behind the sofa with a brew and caramel wafers.
Yes.
P40F20 says, welcome. Also, ladies say the mess sergeant will be round directly with tea and caramel wafers for you and the group captain.
Thank you very much.
And then we've got Crafting with Orchid, LOL.
Laughing out loud.
And then we've got Crafting with Orchid again. Well, then you know how I look like, LOL. I like to hide, hee hee.
No. Why should you hide with looks like that? You're beautiful. You really are.
Yeah.
As everybody is in the chat tonight.
And Orchid's Danish as well. So
yeah.
International
now. Yeah. Yeah. So jolly good. Wow.
Lovely. So, with the chat being done for the moment, let's so we better start building.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're doing issue number 60.
Yeah.
off of Build the Mach on a Spitfire. And yes, this is a model of a Spitfire we're building. And it's going to be quite a large model, 1/18 scale, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, I think we did get the wingspan yesterday. Or was it on, I can't remember what it was. Is it
yeah, it was on another stream, wasn't it? 50.5 centimeters wingspan, something like that, was it?
Oh, I thought it might be 70 something. But
oh, yeah. Yeah, 50 point something long. So from nose to tail. And 70 something from wingtip to wingtip. Okay.
I do actually have a tape measure here, so let's see.
Go for it then, Horlicks.
You know, I'm doing exactly the same.
62 centimeters.
62 centimeters wingspan.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's 2 feet.
The end of the cone. Well, obviously we haven't finished building yet, but at the moment it's 36.
Yeah.
But obviously we've probably got more to come on the back, so we have got more, so it's going to be a bit bigger than that.
Yeah. Okay, jolly good. A little bit of chat before we start with the.
Laurel Tally, I got a plastic model of Spitfire, much smaller too.
Yeah, probably 1/48 scale, was it? Or 1/72?
Yeah. And then we've got Crafting with Arcade. Will you be able to fly with it?
Well, maybe if I can get hold of that machine that was on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, that's an
idea. No, I've not done a plastic model. Well, I tried to do one that I bought. I've said this story before. I bought some really old kits that I found on Facebook, and they were quite vintage. And I tried to do one, and I just didn't get on with it. I tried all sorts of different types of glue, and it just wasn't working for me, and I ended up ruining it. So I'm yet to try a plastic model kit, but I do have one to start at some point, which is the Mini.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just a couple of more bits of chat. I've got Crafting with Arcade. I love the Spitfire, but do love a Eurofighter too.
Oh. Was it Dave? Dave that loves the Eurofighter?
I think so. And then we've got Love Minnie's Laugh. Oh dear. Right.
Does Orchid like the Lancaster bomber as well? Does she like that one? So yeah. Right. Okay. Are you ready, Horlicks?
Yes, I'm good. So.
Okay. So this is Build the Spitfire issue number 60. We're doing the left side fuselage frame and LED. And you're going to need a parts checklist. So you're going to need your parts, and we'll go through them.
Okay.
Okay, so your parts checklist is 6001, the left side fuselage frame.
There we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's metal?
Yeah, metal. Jolly good. Yeah. And then 6002, the antenna.
Ooh.
Okay, yes.
So I guess they can pick up like Radio 1 with this then when they're in the flight.
Well, not quite Radio 1, but yeah, radio. So 6003 is the LED housing A to B.
Okay.
So, yes. I remember that one.
That is A and that is B.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. 6004 is the LED and cable.
There we go. And we'll test that in a minute.
Yeah, jolly good. So that's the little light. And then 6005 is the cable label.
Ooh. LED 6.
Yeah. Okay. And then 6006 is a magnet.
Magnet. Nearly missed that.
Oh, heck.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, it's stuck on your tweezers. Yeah, jolly good. Is it quite a strong magnet?
Not as strong, not as strong as those ones on the Terminator head the other
Oh
day.
God, they were strong.
You can easily move this. So
Okay.
they're about as strong as the ones that we've already got on the side. You know, the engine covers.
Yeah, another one. Yeah. So, and then it's 6002, it says, and I think that should be 6007. 5 p.m. 2 times 4mm screws. It is 6007.
Yeah, and they're in there. Yeah, I see what you mean. It says 6002. So there's been a bit of a typo in the mag.
Yeah. Okay, it says note part A on the frame, 6003, has 2 pegs on the inner surface. Part B has 2 corresponding sockets where the pegs will fit. Okay, so you're going to need your aeroplane for step 1, Horlicks. So whilst you're getting ready, we'll catch up with the car.
Yep, just about to. So we've got Fleetwood J. I end up with more bits glued to me rather than the kit. I mean, I used to be like that, but I'm not too bad now after I've learned certain things and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. You know, we've done loads of these models now, and we've just picked up like techniques. And you know, I never would have thought of using cocktail sticks, to be honest.
No,
I think that's the best trick we've learned. Really, is put a bit of glue on the end of a cocktail stick, and then stick that to whatever you're sticking to. Yeah, and then gets the glue onto the model rather than onto your fingers, doesn't it? Yeah.
And then we've got Dave Mac. Horlicks, have you ever fancied doing plastic model trucks?
Not really thought of it, to be honest. As I say, I mean, I've got the I've got a Mini to do but it was like a cheapish kit, so I'm not going to be heartbroken if I mess it up. So I thought that'd be an ideal thing to start with. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Well, you can always come on the Northern Model Builders on Sunday and start building it.
Yes, I will. I'm planning to do that at some point. So that'd be good.
And then we've got Crafting with Orchid. I love all of them. Love to go to air shows. Miss it so much. So hope there will be a show next year.
Yeah, air shows are absolutely fantastic, aren't they? Me and Christine went to an air show in Lincolnshire, where they keep Just Jane, one of the surviving Lancaster bombers. And when the bomber came over from Canada, the Lanc from Canada, and our sole surviving flying one, they flew over East Kirkby with the Lancasters together, and so all 3 Lancasters, Just Jane on the ground with their 4 engines running, and then of course them 2 in the sky with each of their 4 engines running, was absolutely amazing. It really made your hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and at the same time it brought a tear to your eye as well, because us in England, we were thinking of the 55,000 men and women that didn't make it through the Second World War, flying Lancaster bombers and such like for Bomber Command. So yeah, so emotional was that in 2014 it was now when that happened. So emotional, and we were so lucky to be able to go there, me and Christine. So we absolutely loved it. Sorry about that. I'm going off on a tangent, but we'll
we'll
carry on.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So step 1 then, Horlicks. There's your lovely aeroplane. Step 1 is take the magnet 6006 and check how it fits in the slot in the previously fitted fuselage frame 5901. This is a loose fit.
Okay, so I can see there is a slot here.
Yeah.
And this is more rectangular. So this will only go in one way. So that is that way.
It will only go in one way. Yeah, you're correct there. So, okay. So you're wanting step 2 now? Step 2 is when you are happy with the fit, glue the magnet 6006 in place as shown.
Okay, so I'm guessing it doesn't matter what way.
No, because there'll be something that magnetizes to the top of that magnet, I would have thought.
Yeah, so I guess we can check it when we get that part. Because obviously sometimes they have polarities, don't they?
Mm.
Yeah, well, it hasn't actually told you.
Just be careful, Horlicks. Them magnets for Spitfire can demagnetize a screwdriver quite quickly.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all right. I've got me my magnetic box, haven't I? And you've got your oh, look, screws stuck to it.
Oh, look, yeah.
I'll just drop that. Yeah, I got my magnetizer. Oh,
Heck,
What's happened?
the magnet just flew out the aeroplane and straight onto the magnet.
yeah, it's strong.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's funny. Right, anyway, let's stop messing around. Concentrate. Okay, so magnet is in. I need to get the glue out. I wasn't prepared to get the glue out so soon, so I'm just going to...
Yeah.
Okay, just a couple of bits of chat. Fleetwood J says, Tram Sunday here in Fleetwood is cancelled for the second year, so has the air show in Blackpool, sadly due to what's going on.
Oh, no, that's such a shame. I mean, Tram Sunday is lovely, isn't it?
And Dave Mack says, we've not had an air show for a few years now. The one we did have in the late 80s or early 90s was when a mosquito crashed on the mowers on the moss near us. It was the last one for a very long time.
Yeah. I seem to remember something about that, Dave.
Yeah. Nothing on that message. And Dan O'Bale's the force is strong with that one.
Yes, it is. The force is definitely with him.
Okay, that is glued in.
Okay, jolly good. Okay, let's move on to step 3 then, chaps. So take the LED cable 6004 and the cable label 6005, remove the label from its backing and wrap it around the cable close to the connector as shown.
Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way for a moment.
Okay, yeah, because I know what's coming next.
So unwrap this, and then what I'll do is I'll test this after this as well.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Horlicks. So you're going to put a label on the cable and you're going to test the bulb. And I'm watching it on telly as well at the same time, which is in glorious HD, so it looks lovely. Yeah.
Jody Dave says, evening, just got in, having my tea, and thanks, Mark, for stepping in for me. It's fine, Jody Dave. Happy to help.
Hello, Jody Dave. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Okay, so turn this on. Okay.
Oh, it works perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Jolly good. So that works grand, does that?
Okay.
Okay, so step 4 then, Horlicks. Step 4 is cut parts A and B from the frame 6003. Fit the LED on the end of the cable 6004 into part B. The rim of the LED fits into the deeper recesses of part B, red arrow, and the tubular part of the LED fits into a curved recess, blue arrow. Now that's a bit of a complicated way of saying, well, it actually slots in like this.
Yeah.
Looking at the
so I can see. So
next,
you can see.
Next to the pipes on issue 11, this is the second hardest thing I've had to do on the Spitfire.
Really?
Yeah. It's something so simple. But getting the LED to rest in that housing while you glue it together was an absolute nightmare.
Yes, it certainly was a nightmare. There's a little bit of chat if you want to bring that up.
Yeah. P4020 says, really no need to glue the magnet and the antenna. The frame pieces will hold them. And we've got John's model making. Evening, John.
Hello, John. Thanks for joining us. Right.
So
okay.
I can see you've got the round piece there, which is where this LED is going to sit in.
Yeah.
And then the recess of that will go.
The recess goes into the recess there,
So
doesn't it?
I need to.
I glued my LED in place. I will admit it.
I did the same.
I glued my LED to that thing, and then it kept it in place while I glued the other bit.
Mine is staying in place at the moment. It's quite a tight fit.
Oh, jolly good. Right, okay, so we'll move on to step 5 then swiftly, shall we? Step 5 is take part A from the frame, 6003, and check how it fits over the LED. 2 pegs on part A fit into sockets on part B, blue arrows, and the LED fits into the curved recess in part A, red arrow. Apply a little super glue to the pegs and fix in place.
So it's going to look like that.
Yeah. Yes, it's going to look like that. So the LED is just poking out the top.
Don't even know what this LED is for. I tried looking into it, but I just could not find what the LED was for.
I would have thought that P40F20 might know that, or John's model making.
Because it never refers to it as a thing in the magazine.
It's just an LED.
Yeah, it's just called an LED. It's not like Morse light or landing lights or anything like that. It's just LED.
Well, I'm guessing this will go on the back somewhere. Is it like the
this goes on top.
It just goes just in front of that magnet at Horlicks.
Yeah, goes near the antenna.
Oh.
Right, okay. Hang on, I'll just catch up. Love Mini, sounds good. Put stick LED in the housing. And P40F20's answered, the LED is a navigation light.
Oh,
right. Okay, navigation light.
It never says it in the magazine though, and I was trying to find for ages what this LED was.
Yeah.
And they've named landing lights, they've named all the other bits, but didn't name this light. And I'm like, I can't even tell what it is.
Yeah. Okay, so when you're happy, we'll move on to step 6.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So step 6 is identify the fixing point for the LED housing, A and B, on the fuselage frame 5901, next to the magnet 6006. Tabs on sides of the LED housing slide into slots in the recesses on part 5901, yellow arrows. When you are happy with the fit, glue the tabs in place.
It might be advisable, Horlicks, that if you want that wire tying up, I do it before you put it in place.
I think it might sit there, mightn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to let that just sit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I tie it up, then we put it all together, and then it might be more difficult to take the tie off again.
Yeah, I think so.
I might just leave that. It's not going to go anywhere.
Mm. John's model making says, I agree, P40F20. And John's model making also says, yeah, the Spitfire also has a tail light to be installed.
Right, yes.
Okay, so that's going to fit like that.
While everybody's in the chat, I'm just going to ask a general question, and that is: has anyone among you, I know that Fleetwood J has, but has any others among you ever built the D'Agostini Spitfire, the remote control one?
Oh,
Can't get
No.
that anymore. It's out of stock.
Uh-huh.
Right, so I need to glue that now. Sorry, I was looking at the screen. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Jolly good.
And you may notice I don't often miss anything. It probably doesn't make any difference at all. But the red wire is on the left.
Ah, right. Jolly
and that's
good.
what I did. It won't make any difference at all, but for me, it was just some detail I saw. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Jolly good.
P40F20 says no real need to glue the light housing in either.
No.
I always think if it says glue.
Well, I suppose he just keeps it in place, doesn't it? When it
Wrong way.
Wrong way.
Stops it from rattling around.
Come on.
John's Modern Making says we need a Hawker Hurricane to complement the Spitfire.
Yeah, there was built just down the road from here, John.
And then Love Mini says OCD.
Do you know what though? I haven't actually got, actual OCD. It's just my version of it. I saw this post on Facebook. I think it was last week, and there was a picture. I can't remember. I can't think of the life of me what the picture was, but it was a picture, and it showed something, and it said, "If you truly have OCD, what is wrong with this picture?" And I'm looking at it and looking at it, and I couldn't find anything. I think it was a picture of a vacuumed carpet, but they'd gone up and down like they would like a cricket lawn. So there was lines in it, like nice lines from the pile of the carpet. And it looked neat to me. I couldn't see anything. It wasn't out of order.
The problem is with me, if I see things like that, I actually spot what's wrong.
Yeah, I should have shared it with you. You could have told me what was wrong with it, because I was studying it for a good 10 minutes, thinking I think I've got this. I'm really particular. What's wrong with this picture? And I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, we digress.
We do. So step 7 then. Step 7.
Seven, yeah.
7, yeah, lucky 7. So step 7 is fit the rim of the base of the antenna 6002 into the recess in the fuselage frame 5901 as indicated. Glue in place the inset shown part 6002 in position. So that's correct.
Gosh, lots of chat tonight, lots of interaction, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Great. So this is so you can pick up FM.
Yeah. P40F20 says at John's Model Making, agree. Fleetwood J says yes, the flying death trap. Flew it once and never again. Sold it. It was so unwieldy to fly and underpowered badly. Flying a 1000 model to crash it would have been a pain, as most of it was balsa wood. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the Spitfire for model space.
Absolutely. Yeah, D'Agostini. D'Agostini. Go on.
John's Model Making says it was probably a wind-up Horlicks, the OCD pick.
It could have been.
And P40F20 says everyone has a bit of OCD. Some people have more than their fair share. LOL. Yeah.
But that's it. We call it OCD. I think it's just our particular ways. It's like, I think we had a discussion before, like DVDs. Games. I can't sleep at night if I've left a game. I have to put the game or a DVD back in its case, in the correct case. I can't just whip the disc out of the player and stick it in the box I'm just about to put in. I have to go through and find the right box for it and stuff like that. And it's just weird.
Well, I thought OCD meant old codger's disease.
No.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so that is the FM antenna installed.
So you can get Radio 1 all right on the way back to landing.
Yeah, they might want to listen to some banging tunes on the way back.
Yeah, bit of bit of house acid and what have you.
The UK top 40 on Sunday.
Get with the period. It would have been a bit of Vera Lynn.
Vera Lynn, yeah, of course. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Right, let's get on.
Yeah.
So, step 8. Step 8 then, Horlicks, is take the left side fuselage frame 6001 and check the fit against the right fuselage frame 5901 and the bottom panel 4701. As with the right hand side fuselage panel 5901, you will have to tip part 6001 to fit the flanges on the lower edge so that the screw holes align. See also step 9. And I think you've already done that.
Right, Geordie Dave says, me too, Dave.
Yeah.
B40F20 says, good one, group captain say. And Fleetwood J says, OCD equals old cranky, dangerous, LOL. And Fleetwood J, blimey, Val's back, LOL.
Yeah.
Geordie Dave says, golden tones of Dave say. And P40F20, we are blessed with the golden tones from the group captain.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, as the last one, we've got this. It's going to go this way up. I'm going to slide it in at an angle up like that.
Yeah.
And then sort of tip it forward and up, and then that'll lock into place. And then squeeze them together like so. Okay,
so then now we'll move on to step 9 then. And step 9, when the fuselage frame 6001 is correctly positioned, the LED housing A and B and the rim of the base of the antenna 6002 and the magnet 6006 fitted in step 1, fitting the corresponding recesses in part 6001. Screw holes on part 6001 and 4701 are aligned red circles. So I count 4 red circles on there, Horlicks, on step 9. And then we'll go swiftly on to step 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 red circles. Okay, we'll go on to step 10. And step 10 is fix the lower edge of the fuselage frame 6001 to the bottom panel 4701 using 2 times 4 millimeter screws. So it's a case of the top, fixing the top part first.
Yeah. Dave Max says, what is the magnet for? I reckon it's so we can remove a piece so we can access the circuit board, Dave Mac.
Yeah, I do.
With the magnet, so you'll be able to get to the circuit board. The wide opening in that rear fuselage obviously looks like that's where the circuit board's going to be.
Could be. Or a bit of paneling that we can just remove.
Okay, so that's one in. What's there?
Okay, I do believe it said the top of the frame first.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. You're right. You're right. Sorry, it's the bottom of the frame. I'm looking at step 11. Go on.
Oh.
I'm ahead of myself. Yes.
Okay.
Jolly good. Okay, so now we need to move on to step 11. And step 11 is at the top of the fuselage panels, fit 6001 to part 5901 using 2 times 4 millimeter PM screws as indicated. So 2 at the top now, Horlicks.
We've just got Dave Max saying thanks at Mark's Mods.
You're welcome, Dave.
Okay, so that's one in. And then just the one at the back here.
Yep.
And it fits like an absolute charm. There we
John.
go.
Right, okay. So, Horlicks, that's completed work. The left fuselage frame has been fitted together with the antenna and dorsal light. Oh, they're calling it a dorsal light. Okay, so coming in next week's issue 61, which we'll do in a moment. Your next set of parts are the outer panel for the lower fuselage and screws. Yeah, that's the one. So, people, this is issue 61 of Build the Spitfire Mark 1A, where we're going to be fitting the a lower fuselage panel. And if you just give us a moment, we'll go through a parts checklist.
Oh, so I've got 2 screws left. Should I have 2? Have I missed one?
No, there was only 4 screws to be used, I think.
And we were issued 6, weren't we?
No. Just a minute.
5.
No, we were issued 5.
Oh yeah, 5 p.m. Oh, so I ended up with 6.
Oh, bonus.
Okie doke, so 61.
Okie dokie dokie. Right, so parts checklist for issue 61 is 6101. Fuselage for underside. Oh, yes. Look at the panel lines on there. Fantastic. You can even see the rivets.
Just run your finger on them rivets. They feel really nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
You rivet counter, you.
Yeah.
Slow, yeah. Okay. And that's not obligatory that you have to fondle the parts. But 6102 is 5 p.m. 2 times 4mm screws.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5.
Oh. Well, you probably use 4, won't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to need your aeroplane back again. I think there might be a bit more chat, Mark.
Yeah. Dave Mack says, well done, Horlicks. It's looking great.
Thank you.
Fleetwood J says, don't forget to like this stream. Check out all our channels for more builds. Plus, check out Dave Mack's channel for excellent plastic kits and Spitfire as well. And then we've got Dave Mack saying thanks at Fleetwood J.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out Fleetwood J's channel too, because there's some fantastic builds on there, especially if you're into Renault 4s and such like. Fabulous that car is. Right, let's be on.
Okay.
So, step 1 then, Horlicks, is place your model on your work surface. Take the fuselage for the underside, 6101. Check how it fits against the fuselage panel, 4701. The raised screw sockets on part 6101 fit into the corresponding sockets on part 4701 as indicated.
Okay, yeah. So that just slots in
Fabulous.
the rear 4 screws. So just lifting the model up, that fits in like a glove. Now what I'm going to do is just, if I can, flick this over just to check that it's sitting right.
Okay, go very steady.
And I can see that it is. It's really difficult to see.
Yeah.
Let me just get some light on the situation and bring you back.
Yeah.
And I will show you.
And down a bit. I tell you what, it's looking fabulous underneath there, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, that fits perfect to Mundo. Perfect.
Okay.
Dave
Yeah.
Mack says, I agree, Dave, sir. And Warren James says, my next Spitfire issues are 51 to 54.
You're coming along then, Warren. You're coming along. Okay, so the next step then, Horlicks, is step 2. And step 2 is, I think you know where we're going to go from here. Step 2 says fix part 6101 in place using 4 PM 2x4mm screws.
Okay. So the best way I found of doing this is just obviously go through the frame. So I go through this top window and then down.
Yeah, and this is where the wearer screwdrivers come into their own.
So that's one. This one, yeah, just goes on the outside. That's a good fit.
I've been using wearer screwdrivers for years, and yeah, they're still the best for me. They are, you know.
I think they're brilliant, yeah.
Yeah. Fleetwood J says, thanks. The Renault will be joined by the Citroen 2CV Charleston. Start the build in the next few weeks.
Wowza, fabulous.
And then we've got Matthew Borum. Even though there's England playing Scotland tonight.
Yeah.
And we've got John's Model Making. My Hachette account shows yesterday as payment for the next issues, which is earlier than previous months.
Yeah, that's brill. I wonder what we're going to get next.
We know we're getting another motor, but we don't know why we're going to have 3 motors.
Three more motors, no.
3 more motors in the tail.
Okay, that's fixed nicely at the bottom.
Okay, jolly good then, Horlicks. So the next step is completed work. A section of fuselage has been fitted to the underside of the model.
And there it is.
And there you go. Fabulous. Wow.
We don't really see the underside like we used to do we, anymore?
No, we don't. So thanks for that, Horlicks, because that means a lot to us.
Right. P4TS20 says, nicely done, squadron leader Horlicks. Give those Jerrys a right good thrashing.
Absolutely.
And Matthew Baum says, don't know what time kickoff is. I don't know either.
No, well, it's England against Scotland, and I personally hope that England wins, but it ain't going to mean an awful lot to me, really, because I don't really follow football, but there you go.
John's Model Making says, what a beauty. Dave Mack says, excellent work, Horlicks. Fleetwood J says, 2 for the ailerons and 1 for the rudder, I think. But the ailerons wouldn't have moved independently from each other.
Oh, yeah.
Would they?
No.
John's Model Making says, great show and chat, gents. Good night.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
P40F20 says, grand show, Eagle Squadron. Off to debrief now, lads. Tea and caramel wafers for afters.
Oh, yes.
And Fleetwood J says, 8 PM kickoff. I won't be watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then Warren James says, also kickoff is at 8 PM.
Okay. Jolly good show, Horlicks. All done and dusted. The only thing we haven't done is said what's coming next week. So your next set of parts, which will be issue 62, will be electrical socket and housing together with fixing screws. And that's what the parts look like for next week.
Lovely.
Okay.
Now, I'm guessing that socket is going to be to either Well, I don't think it'll be batteries. I reckon that's going to be what connects to the base.
Yeah.
When we put it on the stand, so that it controls the functions of the plane.
Yeah, and I reckon it's a movable socket so that it doesn't actually break, so that the aeroplane can actually move about semi-independently, and it doesn't break any wires or anything because it's on a oscillating bracket.
Yeah, and I guess it gives you the option to remove that, and then you can, have it as a static model if you didn't want it to move as well.
Yeah.
Okay, more chat. P40F20 says, right, you lot watching, let's be hitting the thumbs up button.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Dave Mack says, great show tonight, guys, and well done to Dave and Mark for commenting. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much.
Fleetwood J took up the Spitty safely for next week.
Yeah.
And Love Mini says, stay frosty. Oh dear.
Right.
You might want to check that issue for next week, though, Horlicks.
PM. Why? What's wrong with that?
Some people have had troubles with the thread on the connector.
Yeah. Some people have had to use a little bit of oil on the thread because it doesn't seem to be cut right properly on some of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, we can have a look. I'll check that. So.
Okay, Jordy Dave says, great show tonight.
Thank you, Jordy Dave.
And Crafting with Orky said, already done. Oh no, I enjoyed this.
Thank you, Hardy. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you. PM24. I'm just putting my screws away.
Oh, okay, jolly good. Okay. Well, you're welcome to join us again on the next stream. Because we'll do it all again.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
Matthew Borum says, I bought some Sharpie highlighter marker pens for use on my Spitfire engine.
Oh, jolly good.
And P40F20 says, the thread is cut wrong in the pivot collar.
Yeah, that's what we call it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of it.
And Matthew Borum says, gold, silver and bronze.
Oh, gold, silver and bronze. Highlighter pens, yeah. Sharpie pens, yeah. They are pretty good as Sharpie pens.
Yeah.
Okay. So I suppose we better think about wrapping up. And yeah, ready for the next one. We'll just do the schedule.
Okay.
Anyone? Are you gonna? Hang on. Where's the? Hang on. Oh, I've got it up. It's fine. So, let me see what we're on. We're on the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, the next one's on Sunday.
Okay.
That'll be Mark's Mods doing a weekly vlog at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then also on Sunday, we've got Mark's Mods, Dave's Hobbies, and Geordie Dave all doing the Northern Model Builders Show. That'll be at 8 p.m. And they'll have a guest on.
I think they might have 2 guests.
Yeah, or maybe 2. Yeah, okay. And then Tuesday, we've got Build with Adrian, Build the Ferrari F40, issue 42. That'll be at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris doing Craft and Chat number 4. That'll be at 2 p.m. Then we've got Build with Adrian. Pardon?
Will it be at 2 or will it be at 1?
To be confirmed that.
Be confirmed. Right.
Okay, yeah. We'll update that. So York Crafter and Crafty Chris, on Wednesday. Craft and Chat number 4. And then in the evening, we've got Part Work Show, Spitfire 65, Terminator 115. That'll be at 7 p.m. with Adrian, so check out that.
Yeah.
And then we've got myself back on Thursday for Terminator 110 and 111.
Yeah.
And then that brings us back around to Friday, where I'll be doing my Spitfire again. So I'll be looking forward to that. So yeah, hopefully that connector will go well. So yeah, that's it. My schedule. So
just a little bit of chat before we go.
Yeah.
Matthew Baum says bought them in Asda.
Oh, jolly good.
Crafty Chris says wow, 22 watchers.
Oh, fabulous. Thank you.
And P40F20 says we are back with Captain Langley on Wednesday at Eagle Squadron.
Yeah,
We are.
So okay, well, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Really much appreciated. Please give me a like, a thumbs up, and all that jazz. Thank you both to Mark and Dave for coming on to help with tonight's build. And yeah, I will let them say their goodbyes. So, Mark's Mods.
Oh, so it's a goodbye from me. Thank you for having me on, Horlicks, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much, Mark. And Dave's Hobbies.
And it's a goodbye from him, and it's a goodbye from him, and it's a goodbye from me. So good night, everybody. Take care now. See us on the next time around, which I think Sunday night. So Sunday night at 8, and we'll be there, and we'll be there to entertain you. So good night from me. God bless.
Night, and good night from me again. So yeah, take care. See you on the next stream.